So I went to create a Proton Mail account today, and as you can see, for me to create an email account that's supposed to be secure and private, I have to enter another email account, so they supposedly stop bots, which is ridiculous. Also, they said they might ask you for SMS. Hello? This is supposed to be a secure email account. This is ridiculous. And they said you might get CAPTCHA, but few times that I tried, I never got a CAPTCHA to verify if I'm a bot or not. The other thing that bothers me, they say they are open source and that you can verify their code and other nonsense. However, if you go on the page where they say the Proton Mail is open source. So what actually is open source and which source do they have? So this is from 2002, the article, and except for this link to web client, there is absolutely no code to be verified that is open source. Not on the server side, not on the mobile application, nothing. And if you go to web client, and you can't be sure that this is the actual code that you are using for your web client. And this is already a big no-no. I don't trust them at all, ever. I don't need to know about protocols. I don't need to know about hacking. I don't need to know about coding, but I can use a little common sense. And this page means nothing. And another thing, they are so misleading about encryption emails. If everyday user reads this part, they will think, oh great, everything I sent from Proton Mail is unencrypted. And this is misleading because only mails sent from Proton Mail account to Proton Mail account are encrypted. Everything else is not encrypted and can be seen by every other mail provider that you send the email to. And also, Proton can see those emails. So they say that otherwise it is encrypted with TLS, which is transport layer security, meaning the text of the email is not sent in plain text over the network. This is basically pretty much the standard now. Every HTTPS site has that feature. And anything less than that would be very worrying. If you want to send an encrypted email from a Proton account to account that is not on a Proton service, you have to use their feature password protected emails. But if you have some feature like that, the other side that you are sending emails needs to know the password. But this can be done with any email provider with OpenPGP. And I would rather use OpenPGP than Proton because, again, if they are encrypting something, they know how it's done. So they know how to decrypt it as well. If you want to have a protected context of the email, not subject, not sender, not any other metadata, just content, you have to use OpenPGP. And with all that, in my opinion, I think Proton Mail is a scam. And the thing that they say that they are locating in Switzerland doesn't mean anything, because maybe the laws in Switzerland are a little more private than in US or in whatever country you are in, but they still have the laws and they have to abide by them. And this page doesn't mean anything. Their page is like a buzzword propaganda for people who don't know better. Switzerland, encrypted, nobody can see it, secure, private, open source. That is all nonsense. And that's why I think Proton is a complete scam. I don't trust them at all. You can decide for yourself. This is another thing that I want you to pay attention to. Just because something is open source doesn't mean it's good, doesn't mean it doesn't have surveillance, doesn't mean you can trust it. You decide for yourself, and that's all.